Alright, what's up guys, it's Lab here with another video, and today's video is going to be the top 5 nukers in Necro B10. So this isn't just the farmable nukers, it is the other monsters, but there is no Nat 5s included in this list because I feel like Nat 5s are just too hard to get. Most people won't have them really, so I'm just going to be using all Nat 4s, but they don't have to be farmable pretty much. Let us know in the comments your opinion on this list and who you think the top 5 nukers for Necros B10 are, and we'll be interested to hear that. So without any further ado though guys, let's go ahead and get into the list. So coming in at number 5 is going to be Lucian the Wind Joker, which is a completely awesome monster for pretty much everything almost. Alright, so basically Lucian's first skill just does the HP block. His second skill attacks all enemies and has a chance to either put glancing, speed debuff, or stun on the enemy. And then his third skill, Amputation Magic, is AoE, ignore defense, so it hits really hard and it's ignore defense, so you don't need defense break. He also has a 33% attack power lead in dungeons, which could be useful in Necro. But the reason Lucian is basically in this list is because he clears the first wave super fast. He's so good for clearing the first waves, but the reason he's only in number 5 and not higher than that is because on the boss stage his uses are kind of limited. He doesn't really do all that much in the boss stage. So yeah, he's a great monster to clear the first stages fast, get those done. The boss stage, not so much, but still good monster for Necro, and that's why he's coming in at 5th place. Alright, so coming in at 4th place is going to be Shiwa, I think it's pronounced, or in other words, the Fire Nine-Tailed Fox. So Shiwa's first skill attacks 3 times, having a chance to put a dot on. Her second skill will put an enemy to sleep and gets an additional turn if the target is put to sleep. And then Shiwa's third skill attacks the enemy 5 times, recovers 50% of the damage dealt. Each attack has a 50% chance to brand the enemy. So yeah, Shiwa is definitely a good Necro B10 nuker, guys, because her skills just do so many attacks. The first skill does 3 attacks, which is of course really good on that boss stage to pop the shield. Her second skill, not on the boss stage really, but it can make it so she gets an additional turn as well, which is nice, and put an enemy to sleep. So it's just a little skill, not too useful, but not too bad either. And then the third skill attacks 5 times, and it also brands, so both good things for Necro. So she'll pop the shield, put branding on maybe, and that's going to be, of course, really good. She basically just does a lot of attacks, so she can pop the shields, and then she does good damage too. So just a good Necro B10 nuker, kind of made for Necro, I'd say. So that's why she was coming in at 4th place. Coming in at 3rd place is going to be Kasha the Fire Harpy, a Nat 3, so you guys should be able to get this monster. First skill pretty much just has a defense break. Second skill just attacks multiple enemies at once. And then the third skill will attack randomly 6 times. Each has a chance to reduce the attack bar by 20%. So Kasha is just a pretty good nuker in Necro B10. Her second and third skills will do some attacks, and then she has defense break, so that's good as well. And after that, she's just going to hit hard. She can hit pretty hard with some good runes. So yeah, pop the shield, and she'll hit hard, defense break. Just a good Necro B10 nuker. So that's why Kasha is coming in at 3rd place. Coming in at 2nd place is going to be Hawas the Fire Rakshasa. Hawa's first skill will just attack and do a speed debuff, and the damage is according to her speed. Hawa's second skill will attack and do a dot. Damages also increases according to her attack speed, and then Hawa's passive will decrease the enemy's attack bar by 25%, and then there's a 20% chance that the attack will strike again. But pretty much Hawa's good because she has the chance to proc the second strikes, so she can do multiple attacks, and then so she has a speed debuff, which is good. And then she also pushes back the attack bar. So once the shield is popped, you can push the attack bar back on those guys. And then she also can hit pretty hard with the right rune, speed, attack, and stuff. She can hit pretty hard. So good nuker. Speed debuff, pushes back the attack bar. Just a very useful monster in Necro B10. So that's why Hawas coming in at 2nd place. Alright, so coming in at 1st place is going to be Rigel / Foucault, alright? So I didn't want to take 2 slots because they'd probably be just 1 and 2. They're just great Necro monsters. They're pretty much superior Necro monsters, guys. If you're thinking about building a Necro team, you're going to want Rigel and Foucault, or at least one of them. But I didn't want to just say Rigel and Foucault because they're both like really good. So yeah, they're 1st place. The 2 liches are 1st place. If you have Grego, the dark one, he's also pretty good. But Rigel and Foucault are really good. So basically, they're just the king of Necro. Alright, the liches right here, they're the king of Necro. Alright, so the first skill will attack 2 to 3 times and has a chance to speed debuff. The second skill randomly attacks enemy and puts a defense break on, and if there is a speed debuff, then that'll turn to a freeze, okay? And the passive gains immunity against inability effects, so that's stun, sleep, and freeze. And it also decreases the chance of receiving critical hit by 25%. So the Liches, Rigel, and Foucault both are just really good monsters in Necro. Mainly because they have a speed debuff, they attack 2 to 3 times here, they have a multi-attack here, and they have defense break and speed debuff, which are two of the best debuffs in Necro. So if you have both of them, you're going to get the speed debuff, you're going to be popping the shield because they attack multiple times, you're going to get the defense breaks, and they hit hard. So just great monsters in Necro. Yeah. The Liches are who you should build if you want to do Necro. The Liches are awesome, alright? So that is why Rigel and Foucault are coming in at first place. So I think that's pretty much going to wrap up this video, guys. Again, if you have a different list, a different opinion, leave that in the comments. We'll be interested to hear that. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.